Hi, thank you for joining me for Learning Without Limits Family Workshop. In this workshop today, we're going to talk about the Footsteps2Brilliance app and the two Clever Kids University apps and why those apps are beneficial to enhance your child's learning at home. My name is Alyssa Moss, and I'm the Digital Literacy Specialist at the Colusa County Office of Education. I am with the Innovative Approaches to Literacy Department, and my office is located at 499 Marguerite Street in Williams. My phone number is 530-531-7055, and my email is amoss@ccoe.net, just in case you want to get in contact with me. If you're more comfortable speaking in Spanish, Stephanie Santana, our literacy liaison, is also happy to help you, and her contact information is also found on this page. So, why is it important to spend time on literacy with your child? Well, 90% of a child's brain development happens before the age of 5, and there's a strong connection to student achievement and literacy. By spending 15 minutes a day on literacy with your child, it will strengthen their brain, and the Footsteps2Brilliance and Clever Kids University apps are really great at aiding your child's literacy development. There are 3 different apps. The first is Clever Kids University Pre-Reader, and it's the red app. And in here there are fun activities that prepare children for kindergarten. So it's a great app to use for children that are all the way up to that pre-K age range. So from age 2 up to the pre-K age range, it's a really great app to use for them. For Clever Kids University I Can Read, which is the orange app, there are fun daily activities that teach children to read and write. So it's really great for kindergarten and first graders, but second and third graders can also find some enjoyment with that app as well. The third app is the original app that we have been using here at the Colusa County Office of Education, and that is the Footsteps2Brilliance School Edition app. On this app, thousands of books and games are available to develop reading, writing, and critical thinking skills for children of all ages up to grade 3. And all 3 apps are really great in aiding in the development of literacy skills for your children. And today we're going to be getting into Footsteps2Brilliance School Edition a little bit more than the Clever Kids University apps, but they are all 3 really great apps to help your child with supplemental learning. So who has access to these apps? Well, students up to age or grade 3 have access to these apps. They're all free for Colusa County residents. The parents of these children also have access to the apps, and district and school staff in the community as well have access to the apps. Now, your child does not need to be enrolled in school or preschool to use the app. As long as you reside within Colusa County, you will have access to these free apps. They work on any mobile device, so they work on smartphones, computers, tablets, iPods, anywhere that you can connect to the internet, you have access to these apps. And you can access these apps anywhere. You can access them at school, at home, on the go, at a learning center such as a library or a family resource center. Anywhere that you have Wi-Fi or a data plan, you can access these apps. Bilingual language development is also supported with Footsteps2Brilliance and the Clever Kids University apps because every story, game, and activity is in English and Spanish. So you have the opportunity to listen and read and engage in both English and Spanish. So whichever language you're more comfortable with, you can choose that. At any time, you can go back and forth between the 2 languages. Now, internet connection is not required after you download the apps and all of the content on the apps, but initially you will need internet to get the app and download the books and games. You'll also need internet to update the app and report on your progress. So if you would like to see how your child is doing to monitor their progress, you will need an internet connection or a data plan to access that information. But you do not need internet to play on the app anytime after you download the apps and all of the content that go along with the apps. Now, if you would like to download these apps and you do not have Wi-Fi at your home, you can always come to our offices at 499 Marguerite Street, which is the Education Village in Williams. And I'm going to put that information up again at the end of the slideshow so that you can write it down. But you can come to our offices. We have Wi-Fi here. You can connect to our Wi-Fi, download them onto your phone or your tablet. We'd be happy to help you with that. Stephanie and I would both be happy to help you with that. You can also visit any of the 7 libraries that are the county libraries because there is Wi-Fi there as well that you can connect to. Now, what's great about these apps is that there is a school connection with them, meaning that if your child uses the apps at home, it's going to help them tremendously once they get to school. It's really important to set a routine for daily use with your child when using the Footsteps2Brilliance app and both of the Clever Kids University apps. This is so they'll get into the habit of using the apps for 15 minutes a day, 5 days a week. Now, you can use the apps for more than 15 minutes a day, but we really recommend a minimum of 15 minutes a day, 5 days a week, and doing it at the same time each day. So it could be 15 minutes when you get home from picking your child up. It can be 15 minutes after dinner, whatever works best for your routine in your day. And the reason why not only the habit forming portion of it is important, but it's also important to do it every day because short sessions with the Footsteps2Brilliance app and the Clever Kids University apps really show the best literacy growth in your child. And you don't have to use all 3 apps every day. You can do 15 minutes on one app one day, 15 minutes on another app another day, or you can just use one app all week long. We just really recommend using the 15 minutes 5 days a week model so that you can see the best growth in literacy development for your child. Not only does it aid your child in their development of literacy, but it also creates a positive impact with you and your child because it gives you the opportunity to talk with your child, to talk about books with your child, ask questions about what is read, help your child with their sounds and letters, and read with your child. It creates a great bonding experience for the two. Now, there's no wrong way to talk with your child about books. It also helps to support your child's literacy by listening to the story, looking at the pictures, and getting help with words or sounds that don't make sense. By you sitting there with your child using the apps, you're also encouraging reading and listening and looking at stories and asking questions. So you're encouraging them to really get in depth into what they're reading and what they're learning. So for Footsteps2Brilliance, there is a follow the stars guideline when reading a story, and you can jump between the stars. You don't have to go in order, but we would recommend reading the book. So that's the pink stars. So the first thing you're going to do is read the book, and then at the end of the book, you're going to play Book Buddies, which is the green star. So Book Buddies is a set of reading comprehension questions about the story. So kind of like the crowd questions, they are built into the story. Then there's also games, which is the blue star, and there's a game for every story. And so that really makes learning fun. And then you can also create a book, which is the purple star, and you can create a book that ties in to the book you just read. So it aids in the child's creativity as well. Now, how to read a Footsteps2Brilliance book. There's a few different options when reading a book, and the first is the microphone or the speaker option. It's the purple circle at the very top of this slide, and if you click on the speaker, it will read the story to you. It will start with the title, and then it can go page by page. You can also record your child reading the story, or you can record yourself reading the story and then play that back to your child, and that's the little red microphone there. Your child can also touch words in the story. So if there's a word that your child is having trouble sounding out or reading, you can touch the word and it will say the word to your child. It'll also turn a different color to highlight the word. your child can click on pictures. So if there's a picture your child is not sure what the name of that picture is, they can touch the picture and the word that corresponds to the picture will pop up on the page, and it will also say the word aloud. So your child can see the image, see how it's spelled, and hear how it's pronounced. And of course, at any time, you can go in between English and Spanish on the apps to go to the language that you're most comfortable with. Parent registration is really easy, so you can create an account for your child if they don't have one, but you can also link a parent account to an account your child may already have through their school. And to do that, visit www.andliteracyforall.net, and there is a registration option on there. You can also contact Stephanie or I, and we can walk you through step by step how to register for a parent account. And the benefits of a parent account are you can see what your child is working on and see what they might need some help with or what they're doing really well at. So there are some things to know about using Footsteps2 Brilliance. Your personal information is not shared at any time. Only Stephanie and I have access to the information on there, and we are only able to go in and see that personal information with your permission. So no personal information is shared. There's no data mining. Usernames, password, and super secret codes are sent to the parent's email. So the usernames, passwords, and super secret codes of the children and the parent are sent to the parent's email. So you will have that information when you sign up. If you would like that information, Stephanie and I do have access to that, but again, only with your permission can we look into that information. So if you give us a call or shoot us an email, we can definitely help you find that information. And how to access the app. So just like with registering for a parent account, if you go to www.andliteracyforall.net, or you go ahead and download all 3 of the apps onto your smartphone, your tablet, or your iPod, any device that has Wi-Fi, you can download those apps to get access to those as well. And just remember, your goal is just 15 minutes a day. So you can set a timer in your kitchen or on your phone for 15 minutes and just sit with your child and explore the apps, and you'll really see some really great benefits to your child's literacy development. And again, here is my contact information. My name again is Alyssa Moss, and Stephanie Santana can also assist you, especially if you feel more comfortable conversing in Spanish. She is bilingual, and our offices are located at the Education Village in Williams. And I want to give special thanks to Kim Tafiti and Judy Hall of Footsteps2 Brilliance for helping us put this slideshow together. Thank you for joining me, and definitely follow us on Facebook, CCOE and Literacy for All, to get more video updates and to see when we're doing free book